Day subscribers, thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy, this is the Financial Education Channel, and today we're doing Draw My Financial Life, guys. I did one of these videos a long while back when the channel was much smaller. I thought I would do a new one now because a lot of you guys probably don't even know about my financial life as far as, you know, the ups and downs, and it's really like a roller coaster ride. It has been. Unfortunately, due to some mistakes we'll talk about in the course of this video. And I thought it's just interesting for you guys to know my whole financial life, which started way back in 2008 after I graduated high school. I consider everyone's financial life starting once you've graduated high school. Once you're out of high school, your clock starts. Your financial clock starts, guys. So that's what we're talking about today, just kind of going through everything and letting you guys know kind of some of the big moments in my life that either added tons of income or stock gains and some of those kinds of things, guys. So I hope you enjoy this. Hit a thumbs up if you do. Let's get into this, guys. So like I said, we're going to start way back here at 2008. That is when I graduated high school. Got a job at Einstein Bagels. I think I made $7.50 an hour. Then I got a little better job about 4 or 5 months later at Walgreens, making $8.10 an hour. Very low paying jobs. And during this 2008 to really about 2008 to 2009, that was really not really a money focused time for me. That was more like just trying to make enough money to get by. Maybe we can save $100 a month, maybe save $200 a month and put toward investing. 2008, it was really when I started looking into stocks. When I really started actually investing in stocks, I believe it was the beginning of 2009. So that's kind of what I was looking at there, guys. And so it was just a very, very slow climb for several years, and I was running track. And so my focus was really about learning about investing, learning about business, and learning about running, which was my track, which I had a track scholarship and those kinds of things. So that's kind of what my focus was there, guys. And so it was just a slow, gradual climb. And I was investing and getting pretty good gains and stuff like that. Not killing it, but doing pretty good. The first big financial change that happened for me in life was when I got a job at QT as an overnight assistant manager. That was in November 2010. I got that job. That bumped me from making on an hourly basis at Walgreens. I was making, I think when I left Walgreens, I was making like $9.10 an hour. At QT on an hourly basis. My hours went up from working about 30 hours a week at Walgreens. Then I started working 46 at QT. And on an hourly basis at QT, right off the bat, I was probably making $16 to $17 an hour with bonuses tied in. So huge, dramatic difference there, guys. You know, almost doubling my pay. So that really bumped me up. And so I just saved and saved for several months. And in May 2011, I moved out of my parents' house. Moved to a 1-bedroom apartment, a really nice apartment. And I was very proud of it and whatnot. And that was a great feeling. And that was just a big thing for me to, you know, be able to move out. I moved out when I think I was 21 years old at that time. So it was awesome. And so then, you know, throughout that time, I just kept building, had some great gains on stocks like Cabela's, Trinity Industries, Monster Beverage. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones I had big gains on. Those are the three that come to mind that I definitely had the biggest gains from what I remember. Had smaller gains on stocks like Facebook and whatnot, but Cabela's, Trinity Industries, and Monster Beverage were definitely the stocks I was killing it on, and that was just boosting up my net wealth. And by the way, this is a net wealth line, just so you guys know. So then comes February 2013, move out to Charlotte, North Carolina with my company Quick Trip at the time, and I got promoted right off the bat, so I started making more money, which helped push my accounts even up higher because I was able to funnel even more money into those, stock market accounts and whatnot, and I was still getting phenomenal gains at that time. So then fast forward to August 2014. August 2014, that's a big time. That's when my firstborn son was born, and basically I just wanted to be done with work. I want to enjoy my son's first full year of life, and I just want to focus around stock market investing. I'd gotten such great gains, I thought maybe I could get even better gains if I focused on it full time. So I quit Quick Trip. I didn't have any income, and that's basically what happened. But the issue I had was I was starting to get a little scared that maybe I couldn't make it, as far as even if I got great gains, maybe I just couldn't make it. So I started a margin account somewhere around here. I started a margin account, and it started going good at first. So I was investing more money than I actually had, and it was going great. And I remember my net wealth all time hit the highest it ever hit, ever. in April 2015 while I was in Hawaii on a free trip with my old company, Quick Trip. My wife won a trip. Basically, she did really great, and you get put into this contest and you can win a trip, and a lot of times they do it to Hawaii. So we got an all-inclusive free trip to Hawaii, Maui, Hawaii, guys. It was freaking amazing. It was like $8,000, $9,000 trip. It was awesome, and my accounts, my net wealth hit the all-time high during that trip specifically. I remember like it was yesterday. Crazy, crazy. What a time. And then things started to go bad. So what happened here? Well, one, I had no income. So money was constantly leaving my pockets because I still got car bills. I still got, rent I was paying, all the normal living expenses, food and all that stuff, right? So all those expenses, so, I don't know, $2,000, $3,000, whatever my expenses were at that time, $2,000, $3,000 a month were leaving my pockets going toward bills. So I'm running through money. And on top of that, margins started to get ugly, and I started doing more and more short-term things because I saw this money leaving my pockets, my accounts were going down, and I started to panic. So I really started getting into a lot of short-term stuff, a lot of stuff that didn't build me. This was all long-term focused stuff that built me up to this point. Short-term crap got me down here, and so I just started short-term trading, started trading on earnings, things I've talked about on this channel before. I went heavy on margin, like all in. I'd get margin calls. I wasn't working a job or didn't have any income at that time. It was just ugly, and it was just literally in a matter of a year and a half time, the account just went to all-time lows. My net wealth went to the lowest it had been since probably around the time I started working at Quick Trip, or a little after I started working at Quick Trip. In January 2017, just a crap time, guys. In January 2017 is when I started my businesses. My real estate marketing company was the main business I started. I started the financial education channel. That was not really meant to necessarily be a business. That was just something I wanted to do that I thought would be fun. I knew you could make money from YouTube, but I didn't really ever expect to make like big money from YouTube. I thought it would just be awesome for me on the inside to help 10 extra people a week, or 20 extra people. Never expected the kind of numbers we're doing now. Like, it's just insane. So that was cool, and I just wanted to get better at video because I was a videographer in the real estate industry. So I just wanted to focus on making more videos, just getting better, and I got better on camera and whatnot. But my main focus was real estate. I was emailing customers, calling customers and whatnot, and that was just building up through this time. Then around September 2016, I had a hard decision to make. Was I going to keep funneling tons of time and effort into the real estate company, which was making me the results, which was paying the bills at that time, which was way outdoing YouTube at that time? Or was I going to focus around YouTube more and put the real estate marketing company on the back burner? And what did I do? I focused on YouTube. I focused around YouTube because I saw the opportunity was so much bigger in YouTube, so much bigger as far as me building a personal brand than me just focusing around trying to contact more and more realtors. Because what I kind of realized is I really started researching passive income, which, by the way, passive income and a lot of those kinds of things, I didn't learn about in college. They didn't really teach us about that in college. They taught us about old school business. They taught us about customer relationships, some business building stuff, business and taxes. They didn't really teach you about passive income. So during this time, I was really learning a lot about passive income, and I was really seeing the opportunity, and I was like, okay, I'm spending so much time in the real estate business, so much time emailing customers, making phone calls, doing meetings, all this stuff, and I was doing okay. I was paying the bills and whatnot. I even had a few extra $100 around a month, but I wasn't at the point where I was like killing it. And I'm like, well, I can keep going with this, and I probably can get to a place where I'm killing it, but at the same time, as soon as I'm done every single job, I stop making money at that point, and I'm always chasing the next job and the next job and the next job and the next customer. So, and I just realized YouTube was so much more passive income, and there were so many more opportunities for me on YouTube. So I just started really focusing around that, and it was a big risk. It was a big risk because I was definitely building the real estate marketing company up at that time. It was being built, but I had to focus on one or the other and put one on the back burner, where YouTube had always been on the back burner up until that time. And boy, did it pay off. It paid off in a huge way. I definitely made the right decision. It was definitely the correct decision to make at that time. And I'm thankful I made that decision. But it was certainly not an easy decision to make, because at that time on YouTube, I was maybe making, I don't know, $100 a month. Think about that, guys. I was making maybe $100 a month on YouTube. And I said, no, we're going to put the chips over here on YouTube rather than the real estate marketing company, which was bringing in thousands of dollars a month. So you can look at that, and that you can say that was a big risk. And maybe it was a bit of a risk, but at the same time, I never left the real estate marketing company. It's not like I was like, oh, I'm never going to do real estate jobs again. No, I just stopped building the real estate business. I just kept all the customers I had, kept doing a good job, did jobs for them. I just didn't build it up anymore from that. So, you know, it was definitely, you know, somewhat of a risk to still put all my marbles, you know, the majority of my marbles, I should say, over on that side, but I had to do it, and it, you know, it definitely paid off. I just saw the opportunity because it was like one month I was making 50 cents, and the next month I'm making $5, and the next month I'm making $100, and the views just kept going up and whatnot, and I'm like, okay, I can see how this is going to compound. I understand compounding and whatnot. And if you understand compounding, you can understand numbers and how things will work out. So that was fortunate. And that gets us to this place of September 2017. Stocks have gone so much better. You guys know that. If you follow any of my stock picks and those kinds of things, as far as what I'm invested in, which I track every month, right? Just doing much better. But you'll notice I'm not even up to all-time highs yet. I'm not even up to the highest I was ever at in wealth, and I'm not. And I probably won't be in 2017. 2018, probably. I would say like an 80% chance I will hit new all-time highs as far as wealth goes at some point in 2018. But yeah, I definitely won't hit it in 2017. I'm still not there, guys. So that's why you can see that line. It goes right about here, somewhere around there, guys. So we'll see what happens. But that is my financial life. That's almost 10 years of financial life there, starting in 2008, ending in 2017. And, you know, maybe at some point in 2018, if you guys want, I can update this and kind of let you guys know where I'm at that point. So you can see it's definitely a roller coaster, and maybe you can learn from me. Just keep this line going this way. Don't ever do this crap. But like they said, there's a power of being broke, and of course I was never broke. Even at my lowest point, I still had a lot of money compared to most people in my age group. But for me, I felt broke. Absolutely. When you're up here and you go to down here, you feel broke, man. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, no different than a billionaire. If a billionaire had only $10 million, they would feel like they're the poorest person in the world, right? And to us, $10 million, like that's all the money in the world. But to a billionaire, that's like a can of soda. So, you know, it was definitely a bad feeling at that time. But I never let it discourage me. I kept positive, and I said, you know, something better will come out of this. And absolutely, I'm at a better place. Even though my wealth isn't the highest it's ever been right now, I'm at a better place financially than I've ever been at any time by far. And it's not even remotely close, guys. So I'm thankful for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit a thumbs up if you do. Leave me a comment if you have anything to say about this video. If you want to talk about your personal financial life, I would love to hear from you guys in that comment section. And you know what, guys? Have a great day.